Now I see and hear Lee again.
I do not see and hear Lee. I do not have access to Lee's stuff. And we are live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our technical issues episode of All on the Table Artifacts of Romulus.
Hey, guys.
We'll be back. Don't worry. We're sorting things out. It may be some refreshing and some flashing as we go, as we sort this out for our first bit. Just
like every week for the past two months. Like every episode the last 2 months.
All right, just a second. I'm going to refresh my side to make sure I can see and hear everybody again. Just a second. Okay. There we go. I've got video loading for
audio
for Lee. So Yorick is coming. Just we'll give that a minute. All right. Because this is the easiest way to do it, can you post a picture of yourself in Discord and then disable your camera, Lee? I will take that picture and enable it over your square of the system. It'll probably be the easiest. Video generally creates the issues with everything, so. Well, welcome. I know it's just weird having us do all of this. So, like, yeah.
Heck, Jen, I think from now on, this right here is gonna be my picture if I ever need to turn off my camera.
I've lost everybody's audio now.
Seriously?
Oh.
Nick, can you hear me? Speak at me.
Yep, I can hear you, Jen.
I can't hear you. Why can I not hear you? Hang on.
Who the heck knows?
There we go. Now I've got audio.
Talking.
There we go. Now I've got audio. So we're good there, but I just lost Lee.
Lee, are you still here?
Lee's coming back. Don't worry. We'll get there.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the stat for initiative?
It is dexterity, and if you are proficient in it, proficiency.
Okay. Well, no, I'm just wondering for the lizard folk.
Just a second. I'm sure it's a great picture. Let me take a look. Oh, you put it up in Wonderland. That's fine. Nope, that's perfect. I can use that.
Great.
I've got it. It's fine. All right.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, you're not transmitting anything for the stream, so there's no need for you to have it on and take extra bandwidth.
Okay, so we have Lee right now, very large and in charge in front of everybody.
Got you, Lee. Oop.
There you go. All right, so
Ugh.
Just adjusting things here. Let's go. There we go. That'd probably be good, I hope. And oh, we lost Lee again. I'm still getting audio for Lee. That means that Lee is talking.
I don't hear, at least.
I don't hear it either.
Okay.
Looks like coming back. Lee? Yep, there we go. I heard that. Yep. Heard you again.
There.
All right. It's a pity, but it's what we got to do.
All right. I think we're good to go. Talk at me again, Lee. I
just
lost Lee again.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here, do you
All
want me
right.
to refresh?
So there is a
want
way
me to
to do
refresh?
this that I can make it work out, but it's very weird. I don't know how. We're gonna keep struggling through.
Okay.
Let's get
Yeah.
let's get started here and see what happens. Last we struggled through everything. We will. Last we struggled through everything, we were on our way to see what was going on with a battle. So let's find out what's going on with the battle.
Right.
Okay,
Harry-
and 1 second.
Won everything, right? For us?
There we go. I now have our initiative order posted in the Discord.
Good. Awesome.
Now,
Nope, we're all here. I can hear you. I can see you. And when you talk, the audio mic is moving, so things are in the right spot.
Love it.
You don't see Jenny? Or you don't see me?
wow.
Can you hear me, Lee? Yes or no?
I'm gonna think that's a no.
We'll take that as a
Lee,
no.
can you hear me?
And Lee again.
Fucking hell.
Keep in mind, Wraith gets the proficiency in initiative, by the way.
You actually no, because you guys rolled for initiative after session last time and posted your initiatives.
Yeah, we did.
That's the order.
Oh, okay.
The order on Discord is the order that we will go in.
That's fine.
Because you got a 17.
Sounds good. Let's get moving forward then.
Okay, so the first lizard. Okay, so I have to set the scene. So you guys have come upon by following Terry with Throw riding on her back. You guys have come upon a battlefield with a small group of Cobalt warriors surrounding a female winged Cobalt at the top of a hill, defending her from a group of 5 lizard folk.
Okay. Let's.
And I believe that is where we ended.
Yeah, then let's roll out and get that taken care of.
Okay. Since they have not spotted you yet, does anybody want to go? Wait, what is everybody? Okay, we've got. Who's got ranged attacks? By chance?
And we were joining on the side of the.
The
Technically,
kobolds, yes.
That's what I'm going with. So technically,
We are on the side of the kobolds.
Yes.
Right, because we were ordered by the kobolds, the assassin head, who was the son of the king of the kobolds, to go and do a thing and fix it for them. And because they had a prophecy, we agreed to do this, even though it's fine. We agreed to do this. We're going to do it. It's going to be fine. Yeah, we agreed to help them because of the prophecy.
Right.
And I don't have. I said no, it's amethysts. I'm. Well, we'll see if I can get York's character sheet. In the meantime, yeah. So, absolutely, we should go for them. How far away are we?
We are currently at about 15 feet.
Okay.
All right. So the lizard folk are moving.
Yep.
They go first. So what does the first lizard folk do?
They throw their trident at our. No, they haven't. I already said that. They haven't spotted you yet.
So
presumably then they're attacking Terry, correct?
They are attacking our resident Haringa.
Okay.
If technically they're attacking Harry. They haven't noticed the rest of you guys. And I am just currently rolling for that. Give me a sec. Internet's taking a minute.
yeah, seems to be a bad day for all of our internets.
I think
Yeah.
I'm the most
I'm gonna
stable at the moment.
do that
Yeah.
because it helps,
It does.
right? To
Turning
have my
off your
camera
video
off.
helps so much. Watching, doing nothing else, so helpful.
This one's supposed to be like the good room that has good internet signal.
I have learned that the new Wi-Fi 6, not 5.0, 6.0, can
Okay,
break
cool.
through some of the
So,
really old
Video's
like
off.
wiring and stuff that causes interference in older houses. So that's just my personal experience from having recently used it.
Okay.
I see. Okay. We might be in a bit of, well, we'll see how it goes. I was going to ask if anyone else had a plan that they wanted to enact.
So where the fuck is it?
My plan is to destroy them before they harm Fro.
That is a good plan.
That sounds like a very solid plan.
Yes.
I don't have a plan on how.
Do any of you possess the means to strike at them from here? Otherwise, I can pull out one of my
Yes.
big tricks.
Oh yes. Oh yes. So what is
Well, I mean-
Fro doing?
Fro is
But I
currently
don't,
riding on Terry.
I
Okay.
have the, hang on a second. The Jotun hands. Do you know what the range on? Does anyone, DM? Do you know what the range on? Because I know
The range for which spell?
the hands. Is that a 15-foot range?
Jotun hands, that sounded like to
chance?
me.
Don't know that spell.
Isn't that the Yoan version of Burning Touch?
Okay.
Maybe.
Yes, that one. The range on that.
I
So that's
lost
a range
Lee,
of
so-
15, right?
So did I.
Yeah, afraid so.
Did you again? Really? I'm right here. I can hear all of you. I can hear all of you. I swear.
Burning Hands
just
is a
am trying
15-foot cone.
Pull things up behind the scenes, and it's apparently being
So when
really.
Lee comes back,
Yeah, if I remember
Exactly, so it's a
correctly,
perfect
it's a
size.
15-foot cone.
I'm right. Okay.
let's see,
Yeah, apparently that is
Firebolt.
being
I
stupid.
can
Okay.
hit them from
Give me
here
half
with
a sec.
Firebolt. I've got Magic Missile.
Yes, reload.
You know.
Yep.
Yep, they both work.
There it is.
There what is?
Then okay. I was just pulling up Terry's stat block.
Okay.
Yeah, all that the lizard folks trident does is fucking bounce.
That creature may become a problem someday.
Yeah, I think the
The
god's
other
going to have
thing-
to take it back.
It was on the extender network, even though that one is weaker up here than the other one. And I'm like, okay, why are you doing this? Why are you being an idiot, kid? You should be able to tell which one of them is the stronger one. Okay, it's fine. This is better internet, I think. Now that I fixed it, it should have better internet. We're hoping. I will turn the camera off just in case, but it should have better internet at this point.
Okay. We'll start with this and see how we go. So the lizard folk threw it
Yes.
at Terry, and now it's Fro's turn.
Oh no, they rolled bad. That's
wait.
why it bounced.
That's fine. It threw it at Terry, but now it's Fro's action.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. Fair.
and Fro is just gonna do a freaking flyby with their sickle blade. And that is a dirty 20.
Okay.
Which should hit.
Yeah,
I hope.
it was a dirty 20. Yeah,
Is it going to be
it got hit.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
Did we roll initiative, or is it pre?
Yeah, we did.
We did
Oh,
initiative
okay.
at the end of
Did
last
you-
session.
Oh, right, we did. I was a 7, if I recall correctly, right?
Yarick? Yeah,
Yep.
you got a 7.
Okay, so I'm well down in the order. All right, good.
Yeah, it goes Lizard 1, me, Fro, Lizard 2, Rafe, Iona, Sarknir, Lizard 3, you, then Lizards 4 and Lizards 5.
All right. All right, then I will wait until the lizards have their turn.
Okay, and that is for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And it is now lizard number 2.
Hmm?
Lizard. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Okay, I screwed up. Where was it?
All right.
There we go. And it is. One sec. I'm just having a my internet is beating the crap out of me right now. So
Know that feeling. Although, I
Yeah.
think I made my internet listen to me. Look, it kind of was working.
You're coming through a little clearer now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're much
and then
clearer
it just
now.
needed to be on the
so-
other network. Yeah, it just was
Lizard
on.
folk number 2 is going to throw their javelin at Yorick.
Really? Okay,
Yes.
I can't say this little guy anymore because York is. Okay, that's fair.
I mean, you can be 8 feet tall and still just a little guy.
Yeah,
You're the big, tall, scary one
So
of the
rough.
group.
that's true. I am
Yeah.
very. I don't have great AC either, so that'll be fun.
The Mage Armor spell is available to you as a 2nd level spell.
Yeah, that is a possibility. I can't cast it yet though because of reasons.
Yep. Okay. Just avoiding all the same issues. I'm going to use my physical dice today.
All right.
There it is. Okay, and that is a 14. York, does that hit?
Yes.
Okay, and that will be 7 damage.
Ow. Hey. Okay. I should write this down so I don't forget. Okay.
Rafe, it is your turn.
Yep. Because I can cast Careful Spell, I'm going to utilize that. And I'm going to. So I have a 20-foot sphere, and I'm going to center it on as many of the Lizard
Lizard
folk as
folk.
I can. Well, trying to avoid as many of the kobolds because I can only protect 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah.
So they all need to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
DC is 15. Actually,
Okay.
hang on. I think that's wrong. Yeah, that should be a DC 16. Sorry. I'm off by 1 week. DC 16 because I'm level 4 and have a 3 proficiency.
Okay.
And now they're going, and if they fail their saving throw, they take 13 points of thunder damage, and if they succeed, they take 6 points of thunder damage, rounded because it's always half rounded down.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I can do this. You're able to hit 4 of them.
Okay.
You are. One takes full damage,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest take partial.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is 13 versus 6.
13 versus 6. So if they take full damage, it's 13. If they take partial, it's 6.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
Yep.
okay. So,
Hit. Poison. Okay. Right. That's my deck. Okay.
two.
Oh.
So one of them, one of the 3 that was just hit, is seriously hurting. The other 2 are just a little.
Okay.
Iona.
Iola's just gonna sort of stretch languidly, and I'm not entirely sure we need to get involved given the way the last fight has gone, but it has been a while since I got a chance to stretch my claws, so. And then I will spend a bonus action to cast Healing Spirit right in front of Yorick. So that's just going to appear as a sort of a glowing green flame right in front of you. If you move through it, you'll heal
Okay.
on your turns. So, don't die.
Move through
And,
it.
Sorry?
Move through it then. Is the what I'm
Yes,
hearing.
if you move through it or end your turn in it, you only get 1 heal per go, though.
All right.
And then as an action, as Yolna is stretching, she will sort of melt away, and in her place there is now a brown bear, which is just going to sort of lumber over toward the lizards.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Turn into a bear. Running down.
Our
All right.
dwarf is next.
All right. Are there any clusters of lizard men that are not nearby, or that are not nearby any kobolds or our friends at this point?
That would be the two unharmed ones.
Okay, that works. Sarknir raises his warhammer towards the heavens and begins uttering some things in Dwarvish, and after a moment, the skies part, and a giant bolt of sickly-looking lightning bursts from the clouds towards the two of them that are by themselves.
Okay.
Oh no, I forgot to write down how this works, if this is an attack or if this is a check. Do you remember for Polluted Pierce the Heavens? Jenny? Since I don't have it written down, I'm guessing that this is an attack.
What was Pierce the Heavens again?
Pierce the Heavens is the lightning area attack that got upgraded to that point.
Ah, yes.
I'll go ahead and roll this as an attack, and then if you decide otherwise, we will go with that. But just to keep this moving.
No, it is a check.
It is a check. Okay. I can't believe I forgot to write down what kind of check it is. The DC will be 14.
That was the one that was the evolution of Pierce armor, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You said the DC was what?
14.
14, and what is the modifier?
I believe it was Constitution. I don't have it written down here.
Okay. You said the DC was 14?
Correct.
One passes, one fails.
Okay. So half damage on the save, of course. And now I need to roll 78.
Oh, fuck.
So that's 11, 14, 28. Nice. And another 14 is 32. 42 damage for the full, and 21 damage for the half. A cloud of poison remains in the aftermath of the explosion of what I assume are two corpses at this point.
Oh, you said 41 for the full, right?
42.
Oh, 42.
And 21 for half.
Okay, you turn one of them into a freaking Hiroshima shadow.
Okay.
And the other one is laying burnt to a crisp, barely breathing.
All right.
Behold the power of Sindri.
Oh, God.
Their corpses are taunted.
All right.
Okay,
And that'll be Sarknir's turn. He looks
okay.
very satisfied. Don't go in that cloud.
Gotcha. Roll on to it. All right.
That brings us to the third lizard folk.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the okay, I'll just do that. Okay. Oh. That is an 8.
I don't think that hits anyone.
No. They run to at Sorknir and try to spike shield them. They completely whiff it. And trip their own ass. Oh,
You could run
but they
away
also
now.
kept moving when when they whiff it, they kept moving.
Oh.
You get an opportunity attack on them.
Sorknir does.
Yes.
$25 versus AC.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Excuse me, 24 versus AC.
Oh, only 24. Okay, that makes.
That's much more
Yeah.
reasonable.
Much more reasonable. That'll be 9 damage. The mace is still, the warhammer, excuse me, is still slightly glowing. The power is fading from it as it comes down straight into the back of the creature.
Yeah, you just completely bisect them with the hammer.
Bonk. Ow.
Do not touch my friends.
Wow. Okay. Don't cross Sorknir. Noted.
Upon hearing
So
that,
Sorknir has now
Sorknir turns
off
back to you and
2
gives
of
you
them.
like one of those like very unsettling happy grins, like attempting to be friendly.
Yorick, you are up.
All right. So placement. Are there any lizard men apart from the one who's barely breathing that Sorknir took down? The one who's kind of hanging on by a thread. Are there any others who are not within 5 feet of any kobolds or any of us?
The other one that is just barely hanging on.
That's the only one.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna.
Well, that one's still
Well,
alive.
no,
all I
Okay.
the other one that's just barely hanging on. So the ones that are left are the first one that attacked.
Yeah.
Lizard folk number 3.
Okay.
So lizard folks 1, 3, and 4 are still alive.
Gotcha.
Lizard folk 5 is the one that got Hiroshima shadowed, and
Okay.
2 is the one that Sorknir just bisected.
Didn't one
Okay,
other
so-
one get taken out as well?
Oh wait, no. I had that backwards.
Pertinently for ongoing right now, the one that
I
is
had,
barely alive.
I had that backwards. No. 1, 2, and 3 are still around.
Okay.
Okay.
And all of them are within 5 feet of somebody, right?
Yes.
The one that
Yeah.
Sorknir hit also has -4 to AC until the end of next round.
Oh, and that one. Wait a second. The one that he hit just now.
No, the one that got hit with the bolt that's still alive.
That is
Yeah.
still
1,
alive.
2, and
Yes.
4.
1, 2, and 4. Okay, and 4, the one that got hit with the bolt that's still alive, isn't within 5 feet of anyone, right? Because of how.
No,
Okay, then I'm going
it
for
did.
4.
But it's also hemorrhaging, so
I know, but I also, all my, I'm just gonna get it out of the way because if even if they're hemorrhaging, they're still like rally and just one less one to deal with. Also,
sure.
a lot of my spells are uh you know have collateral damage.
Yeah, what'd you
So
hit it for?
well, I haven't rolled yet. It's a let's see. Ice knife is a why are you being like this? Oh yeah, ice knife is I believe is a let me check if it's a let me check what the ice knife is. No, ice knife is um there we go. Ice knife. It is a ranged spell attack. So let me roll. Would be helpful.
Okay.
That is a 10 to hit.
Uh,
Wait, no, hang
yeah,
on.
I'm
It's
actually gonna give it to you because they're so badly damaged from that
no,
lightning attack
it's
that
12. Sorry, it's 12. And also it's at AC -4, right? Because of that.
Correct.
Okay, so it's a 12 with their AC at -4.
oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, beautiful. In which
Because the
case,
lizard folks armor class is a 15.
oh yeah, okay. So that's also why, in case I roll badly.
So they get
1d10.
they get a -4 from the attack that Sorkin just did, but then also they're so badly injured from that attack that
Yeah.
their natural armor is just gone. So they're a 10.
Okay. Well, they take 4 piercing damage, and then any creature, them and any creature within, um, uh, so after 4 damage, then let's see, each creature within 5 feet of them, which is why I didn't want
I know
to
the spell. Yeah, no,
ice
no one
knife.
else gets hit.
Yes. So 2d6 cold
And yeah,
damage,
you just skewered them.
even without the Oh, that's a 6 and a 1. So 7. Even without the extra 7 points, if they don't make the dexterity save.
They don't even need it.
All right.
They're at 1 HP.
Oh well.
You skewered them, and then when the ice knife explodes, they just go splat.
All right. Well, one less one to worry about, right?
Yep.
Oh, and I run a first level spell slot.
And it is back to
Oh,
we're back to the top of the order.
can I move before that?
I'll go for it.
I just want to move right where the little fire magic thing is that Yona created.
Yeah, absolutely. Entering the space will heal you for 1d6 hit points. It's up to you whether you want to roll that or if I should.
DM's call, right?
Sorry?
It would be a DM's call. I don't know.
Ah, well, fair.
Should
I'm
I
gonna
roll?
leave it the player's choice.
All right. I'll I guess I'll roll because I
Actually,
have.
no, I'm gonna make it DM's choice. As in, I will roll.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. That
That'll
works
work too.
What is it?
D6.
It's 1d6.
Yep, 1d6.
No modifiers, nothing.
That's it.
All right.
3.
Okay, that is good. That's good. So we do that, and then we also yeah, that's it. Okay. And I burned a first level spell slot, so I should write that down so I don't forget. All right, so we get 4 of okay. For 4th level, so we get 4. Dang it, that means we don't have 3rd level spells. Okay, that's fine. I knew we didn't have that. So that's down to 3. Okay. Got to keep track of spell slots.
Back to
All
the
right.
top
Okay.
of the round.
Back to the top, right?
Yes, we are back to the top. I'm literally just trying to find the it's part of the artificers. Oh, there it is. Okay, found it. So, okay, yeah. I just needed to double check something. So, the first lizard folk is going to. It's gonna go after Fro. And it is going to. Oh, they don't. They just completely miss. They throw their javelin and it just whizzes right by Fro's head. Yeah, so now it is Fro's turn, and Fro is literally just gonna tell our trusty little friend Displacer. She's going to use her action, and I kid you not, say, sick 'em, girl.
I mean, what else are you gonna say to your displacer beast when you need to go kill somebody?
It's not a Displacer Beast, it's a Steel Defender.
Well, yes, but it's shaped like a displacer beast, if I recall correctly, right?
True. True.
I mean,
True. And it is going to use its modified weaponry to attack the pretty badly hurt one. Oh yeah, that shit hits. I don't even need to roll fucking damage. I rolled it anyway to see how badly I hurt their asses. But yeah. Do lizard folk count as humanoids?
no.
No,
I mean,
Okay.
they do not qualify as a humanoid.
they don't.
For this, they would not qualify?
No, they're not a humanoid. That's not in their classifications.
Really?
Okay.
They're not humanoids?
Oh no, they are. They're a medium humanoid.
It does
Oh.
say that.
Yeah, I've got the stat block up on on the computer. They're a medium humanoid.
Then yes, they would be a humanoid then. I
Wow.
don't remember that in the stat block, but
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it says lizard folk, medium humanoid lizard folk. Neutral. Displacer literally just runs up to this thing and point blank opens their mouth, point blank shoots them with the Hellfire shotgun.
Seems a little overkill, but.
And you just see this lizard folk shaped spirit get dragged into the Hellfire shotgun, and then Displacer points it at the ground and fires, and you just see a beam of light go into the ground.
Wow.
That is the Hellfire Shotgun sending the soul to the River Styx.
Well, I mean, that's where you send souls usually.
And it reborn as a Lemur demon. Or devil.
Cool. Let's hope we never have to. Actually. Well.
A Lemur devil? Devils. Yeah, they're an interesting creature. Let me just leave it at that.
All right. Well.
So that is and now we are on to Lizard Folk number 2. They're going to go for Rafe.
Why would they come for me? Iolna's right in front of them as a brown bear.
Brown bears are
Good
scary.
point. They go for Yoda.
Brown bears are very scary.
Yeah, I
Rabbits
mean,
are a lot easier to hit.
half the point is turning into be a big target.
Okay. Okay, does a 9 hit?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Does a 9?
No, that's even a bear doesn't have an AC that low.
Okay, I know a 22 will hit. So 1d6 plus 2. It bites you for 4 damage.
Okay, sure.
Because it wasn't a nat 20, so it wasn't a crit.
Alrighty. I see. Okay. I think I'm having
was an
connection
18 with a
issues
plus
there. I
4.
didn't hear that it had a second attack.
Yeah. They have multi-attack.
Yeah, no, I just mean, like, I didn't hear you say that there was a second attack. I think I am not getting all of your audio currently.
Oh, no, I didn't. No, the first attack was the 22. The second attack was the 9.
Huh.
Okay, yeah.
I would have
See,
put them
that's...
in
So
opposite
it
end.
bites you, and then it tries to smash you with its shield and misses.
Gotcha. You said them in the opposite order. That
Yeah, things
My
are
bad.
just weird today.
that's fair.
Sorry. Yeah, I was like, because I knew a 22 would hit, so I didn't say it. That's why I asked if a 9 hit.
Gotcha. Okay. That is going to be a 23 on the concentration check, so I'm assuming the healing spirit is still good to go.
Okay.
I would assume so. Rafe, you are up.
Rafe, I mean, how many lizard folk are still standing?
Fro literally just took out lizard folk number 1, right?
Yeah.
Just the one that just went.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. Iolna needs to take it out because it's fighting Iolna. I'm not getting involved. Rafe's going to sit out this turn.
Okay, so you're going to hold your action?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Yona, you're up.
All right.
It is currently clamped onto you.
Well, that is quite all right, because that is more or less what I wanted anyway.
Yeah, its jaws are clamped onto you. When it tried to hit you with its shield, it missed.
Let's see. So, as a brown bear, that is a multi-attack creature, so there's going to be 2 attacks. The first one is a non-natural 20, and the second is a 13. How do those feel?
What was the first one?
Total of 20, not natural.
Okay, that hits. Second one does not.
Alrighty. And that is the bite hitting for a grand total of 10 damage. As that bear just clamps right down, he's biting me, I'm going to bite him back. It's only fair.
Okay. It is rather hurt now. But yeah, oh, this is gonna be interesting. I want to see what Soknir does. They're next. Oh, Jen, real quick, we agreed on round 3, right?
We talked about that. Yes. Yep.
Just making sure.
Yep.
Sorknir, looking at this strange situation of both creatures doing the Ouroboros of biting each other,
Yeah.
kind of attempts to weigh the situation, holding up his hammer, looking like he's looking for a way to make the last spell work, and decides better against it, and just charges forward and attempts to attack the creature from behind.
Okay, roll your attack.
That will be 17 versus AC.
You hit.
A mighty 10 damage from behind as the Warhammer crashes into one of the flanks.
Another bisection. He is dead.
Simply clears it away and making it easy for Iolna to finish with her half as she pleases.
Yeah, pretty much. So that lizard folk was biting her shoulder. Their shoulder, and then I'm guessing Iona was biting their leg.
Yeah, it would have to be like a lower torso hip area if it's biting into the shoulder, so.
Yeah.
This comes by and clears
You know
the
what I mean,
ribs.
Kind of like its hip. So pretty much you just bisect it right below the ribs.
So,
Fine.
I think
And I take it that
almost
Iona would
wasting my
then
mind
drop
going-
the lizard folk.
Sorry?
I take it Iona would drop the lizard folk.
I think, Sorknir, you're going to hear Yolna's voice in your mind going, appreciated. Do you want your half? I don't think I can eat all of these.
Sorknir pauses and rubs his stomach thoughtfully with the Warhammer, just barely managing not to get blood on himself. Yes, I am hungry. Thank you.
Oh, Sorknir, your hammer is still slightly warm from your pierce the heavens, so that blood just evaporates.
Oh, that's handy.
Sorknir, being very careful, and then upon raising it up, realizes that it is clean. Praise be to Symmetry, and he puts the hammer away, very satisfied.
Yeah, so it is right about now that I take it that Iona is starting to munch on the lower half of this lizard folk.
I mean, more or less. We've got time. Fight's over.
That's fair.
Sorknir throws the other half over his shoulder and starts heading back towards the carriage, which I believe was kind of catching up with us.
Yeah. Do I get one more turn of standing in the fiery goodness?
I mean, it lasts a minute with concentration, so I think if you want, you can just stand in it for 9 more rounds.
Yeah, I'll offer it because everyone should get a chance in it, just because in case anyone. Actually, I'm the only one.
Everyone roll a perception check.
I am
Actually, no, I'm sorry. It only lasts for 5 more because the time it only
Yeah.
heals based on my casting modifier. It lasts 10 rounds.
12 for Sorknir on the
One of
perception
those
roll.
confusing ones.
8 for Yorick.
Okay.
Just a sec. I need to check what a bear's perception is.
Bears.
Apparently, that is a 10. This lizard is just too good.
So you said I got 5 more rounds of healing.
Yeah, it can heal 5 more times total. So
Okay. Does anyone else want healing, or can I just stand here and bask in it? Or does anyone else want to? Does anyone else want to stand in the magic healing fire? Does anyone else need it?
nah. I mean, I'll burn a
Yeah.
spell slot to just heal my
Okay,
animal
anyone
form,
that got a
but
10
other
or
than that,
higher
no.
notices that there is a lizard folk wielding a rather macabre staff. Stepping out of the bushes at the edge of the hill.
All right. Well, that's good.
Sorknir turns to face them. Surrender or die. And Sorknir begins to raise his warhammer threateningly. Not doing anything yet.
This new lizard folk raises the staff and a pitch black miasmic beam shoots out and hits the first, all the ones that weren't pretty much atomized.
All the lizard folk?
Yes.
Oh, he's necromancing them, isn't he?
So the one that got blown up by the ice knife and the one that got turned into a shadow do not get resurrected.
Hey, see, the ice knife came in handy. Just see.
So the two that got bisected and actually no, also the one with the health. So
yeah, the bisected.
Holy shit! Only one of them comes back.
At this point.
Oh, two of them come back.
2 of them. Okay.
One got turned into a shadow. One got bisected. Oh no! One got turned into a shadow. One got exploded by the ice knife, and one got hellfire shotgunned.
Oh. So the 2 of them come back. Okay.
Yeah, only 2 come back.
Which
The
one?
2 that got bisected by Sorknir. Yes, you got 2 crawlers on your hands.
Lovely.
Just their upper halves come back to life, not the lower.
Oh, that's handy.
I think Sorknir had the upper half of the one.
He
Then.
sure did, yeah.
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 Okay.
It gets an opportunity attack on you.
Of course it does. Okay. Oh dear.
It is going to do. I'm gonna guess a claw attack would be pretty much the same modifier as a bite attack.
Sure.
Yeah.
Olna's just gonna growl out in that telepathy voice. I generally dislike resurrecting the dead in the first place, but bringing something back while someone's eating it is just rude.
Sarknir, what is your AC?
15.
It makes a 15 with its swipe.
Sorknir is distracted by Iolna's distaste for learning of her awakening food.
That would be. You get hit for 5 points of damage.
That does sound.
As it claws you in the back.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
I held my
Yorick,
action,
you're
so
up.
can I go?
Okay.
What?
I held my action. Can I go?
Good point. Go.
How far away is the is the necromancer guy? How far away is the necromancer, Jenny?
30 feet.
I'm going to misty step to the necromancer, and I'm going to smack him really hard with my staff.
Yeah, but you're Rafe. You're ruining my Rafe. Oh. Well, no, I can still handle this. Just Rafe.
So I'm right next to the necromancer, and I can smack him with my staff.
Okay.
Smash him with the hammer.
And what is your roll for it?
The attack comes off as a 15.
You definitely hit that. Roll damage.
All right. Nice double-handed power swing does 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Rafe is
You
not a
kind of knock it
strong
off balance.
Yeah, this. Okay.
But it is not very badly hurt.
You said it was
Yorick.
Okay. Plan. York is gonna kind of do one more run through the flamey thing to get as much hit points as possible. Then I'm gonna romp to where near right next to Sorknir. If I'm mixing this out right, if I'm near, that means I can cast a cone, and I'm gonna aim it exactly so that the lizard. Is it possible to aim it so that the lizard folk is just on the edge of it, and therefore Wraith isn't hit by the cone? Is that a plausible?
Yes.
Can I get the angle right? Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that, and
It requires some complex geometry, but yeah.
I don't suppose I could get the second resurrected lizard folk in that as well, or no?
No. I want you to roll a. Huh.
Really?
Performance.
Performance, huh?
Oh wait, no, not performance. Perception. My bad.
Okay, well, I'm not good at those, but I will try. Oh, hey, that's an 18.
Okay, yeah, you definitely are able to do it
Yay, the dice like that. Okay.
because
So-
your perception was to make sure you don't hit Rafe or Sorknir.
Oh, right. Well, I figure I'm like close enough to Sorknir. Anyway, okay. Okay. So I angle it right. I get this in. Now, it is the Burning Hands adjacent one, right? So roll works exactly like Burning Hands, but it's
Yes, the Jotun's Mist. The Jotun's Hand one. Yes, it works like Burning Hands. It's a 15-foot cone.
okay, which means dexterity saving throw, and then it's 3d6 ice damage. And it doesn't ignite stuff because it's ice. It freezes stuff, I bet, but not ignites it.
Yes.
Okay, so the DC is my regular old spell save DC,
Yes.
which would be at 14.
Hits both.
Okay, so full. That's 9, 11 damage. It takes 11 points of ice damage.
Both the crawler on Sorknir's back and the necromancer are down.
Oh, that was part of the. Okay, yeah. If I can do that, absolutely. 11 points of damage each, and then I'll try and turn to Sorknir. I didn't get you, did I? I just got him. Right, Sorknir. I didn't get you.
Sorknir
No, you
was
didn't get
fighting with him
Sorknir, you
until
just
the
got-
last moment, and his fingers are a little touched, but otherwise,
Oh,
No
Sorknir.
damage done to Sorknir.
appreciate
Okay.
it.
Okay. Sorry, I had to get that one, and then you were geometry, but I figured I could get that one at the same time. And
So it is now my turn. Or Fro's turn, I should say.
Fro's turn.
Yes. Fro is gonna still has their sickle out, so they are going to try to lop their head off. Yep. Fro just literally flies down and lops the crawler that was on the ground's head off.
Well, that helps.
Everyone is dead. No one's coming back.
All right. Okay.
Sarknir walks over to the corpse that had been launched off his body and gives it a few safety kicks just to be sure.
Rafe.
Fro is then going to fly around and use one of Romulus's I guess patronic as a paladin of Romulus is going to use one of their patronic things.
Rafe, you are. That was very Rafe, that was Are you sure that was a good idea?
Of course.
But you, Rafe, you're very you're good at magic, but not exactly big
No.
or
What
particularly good at
does having big have to do with fighting?
you. It's not what I'm. Sorknir, you have strength, physical strength, and weapon skill. Rafe does not. I'm
Yes.
sorry, Rafe, but it's true. And-
I can hide and dodge and dance very
Yes,
well.
which is why you shouldn't be near the points to the dead necromancer. That hiding,
No, it's
dodging,
fine.
ducking.
I was good. I hit him.
I mean, you're good this time.
Yeah, Fro is pretty much just gonna fly over to Sorknir and say, "Help, move."
Of what do you need help?
Bodies,
Of course.
pile.
And Sorknir puts his weapons away and follows you.
Separate piles. Because there are some kobold dead too, so
Sorknir
is
nods
gonna-
solemnly and begins carefully placing the kobolds at rest, nicely spaced out from each other.
Rafe's gonna kind of clears. No, Rafe is not
Rafe
gonna do
is
that.
going to go talk to the kobold that everyone was surrounding.
okay.
Yorick was actually
yeah.
gonna do a thing.
What Yorick?
Yorick was gonna go to and clear his throat and say, attention, kobolds, friends, we come on behalf of one of your number to aid you in your battle against the lizard men.
And as soon as you say that, the kobolds that were surrounding the female kobold turn and point their spears at Yorick.
We were
And then
fighting on your behalf.
and they kind of surround Yorick and just like kind of like point their spears at you. And then out from the coming up the hill very slowly with like a cane comes the guild master, the grand master of the League of Assassins.
Oh, the one we were talking to earlier, who told us about the whole problem.
Yeah,
That one.
you guys
Who
were
was the one
escorting
who-
him, remember?
We were. Yeah,
You were
he told us
escorting
to go-
him here.
Oh, right. We were. Wait, were we? I thought we just got sent there to deal with it. He came with us?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we just got sent to go deal with it. I didn't realize he was
So
coming
you
too.
were sent to deal with it, but he was sent to. He came along with you.
Right. Of course. Not
It
going to
is
turn to
his
him and
home.
say, well, yeah, I figured that much, but
So yeah, he crests the hill and kind of gives like one of those old man yells, like, "My friends, my countrymen, lay down your weapons. They are friends. Father sent for them." And they all just turn, see him, and just drop their weapons and themselves. Except for the female.
oh,
She
okay.
spots him and books it to him. And gives him
Did she-
the biggest hug.
Okay, good. I was going to say, does she look like she's going to kill him because that would not be good?
No,
But if
she books him and gives him a hug.
Okay, that's fine. She can do that. That's cool.
And she's squealing while doing it.
Okay, happy family reunion. Good. Good.
And so I take it by now, Sorknir has taken all the lizard folk bodies and piled them up.
Yep, it took he's finishing it up now. As when this drama happened, he promptly dropped the kobold corpse that he was carrying and started getting ready for battle. And then once that got resolved, he walked back
He
over.
properly put the kobold corpse on its pyre.
Finished putting it in the nice pyre, and then went back to throwing the lizard folk into a haphazard pile.
Yeah, because the way that
I
you
just have to
were
say,
doing it, Sarkner, was you kind of were log cabining the bodies.
It's more effort. That I was thinking the kobolds would be put side by side, respectfully. The lizard folk are just in a pile.
No, the lizard folk are in a pile, but the kobolds are log cabins, so it's like
Just
four, and
gotcha.
then they're stacked. They're stacked on top of each other neatly. They're not haphazardly thrown.
Gotcha.
No.
Yes, with great care. And
Yeah, they're
mathematical
neatly
precision.
stacked.
I just have to say, it's very disrespectful to go around killing things and then wasting them. So you all better get started eating, because I can't handle all of these.
The second all the lizard men are in the pot, I'm taking it as that Storknir started with the lizard men and then went to the kobolds.
Kobolds first, then lizard folk.
Okay, so she finished with the kobolds and you're still piling the lizard folk. Okay.
He's just kind of dragging the parts of the corpses and tossing them on the pile. And he's not in a great hurry, and he's not worrying about being super careful with their bodies.
Yeah,
We're gonna call
Fro
it
is just kind of flying around you, kind of like agitated.
let's call a break here before we get into the story portion of the episode. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll see you all soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back for the second half of Artifacts of Romulus. Today is All on the Table show. We just had a battle, and now we're ready to do some diplomacy.
Hopefully. We dropped their weapons, so we're good, right?
Where were we?
The dog has distracted our game master. Quick, we just leveled up
sorry,
to
guys.
level 10, and
We have won everything. Fro was flying up to Sorknir while he was finishing off creating the lizard folk corpse pile.
yeah.
Oh yeah. And so Fro is just like faster.
Sorknir drops the leg of one of the of one of the half bodies that he was moving, stops and turns to Fro. I was tired from running after and rescuing you again.
Not fault.
Hands on his hips.
Not fault.
Take responsibility. You took off with Terry.
Carry run. I ride. Not fault.
You control your faults. And Sorknir picks up and he gives a very big huff that you know by this point, Fro, to mean very much a caring kind of upset. This is his way of telling you that he was concerned about you. And he picks up the leg and begins dragging it ever so slightly faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fro, she just kind of so she has folded her arm blade leg back into the leg, I guess you could say. So it's no longer in the form of a sickle, and she just kind of flies down and just grabs the other end of the corpse you're dragging and just flies up. So she just hovers the back of it out.
I picture her moving a little bit Sorknir is moving 10% faster. Fro is I'm gonna fly 20% faster, and just sort of starts dragging Sorknir a little bit, so he's having to kind of quick step it a little bit.
Yeah. So you're kind of so she's kind of just pushing you.
No, you're flying ahead, so you're just sort of dragging, and if he's not gonna let you if he's not gonna drop his end of the corpse, he has to step it up and go a little bit faster. Basically.
No, it was no. Fro is helping you, so you're dragging the corpse. She just lifts the corpse that you're dragging behind you.
Yeah, but if she goes faster, still gonna end up.
Yeah, I was saying
ahead.
I figure Fro starts messing with Sorknir at that point a little bit, and is just I'm gonna keep going just a little bit faster. So Sorknir has just to kind of quick step and keep up.
Oh.
Yeah, well, she's just trying to get to her her duty,
That's fair.
which Sorknir would not.
It is good to see you taking that responsibility, at least, as he then does pick it up a little bit more and helps out to finish up.
Yeah, so once all the bodies have been piled, Fro literally just I'm trying to remember what it was. What was the item? What was her paladin? Paladinic. Possessions. Oh yeah, she pulls out her pipe. Ow! Frick! I hit my knee on the desk. Yeah, she pulls out her pipe. Well, it's called Pipe of Smoke Monsters, but it's actually a pipe of. She uses it as a pipe of cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty much, instead of when you exhale a puff of smoke, it forms a creature. What it is when you exhale a puff of smoke, it covers what you are breathing at and pretty much disintegrates it into motes of light.
Oh,
It only works. It's technically attuned to her. It's attuned but not attuned kind of thing. It's like it only works in conjunction with her and her connection to Romulus.
but doesn't take an attunement slot.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So for anyone else, it would act like a pipe of smoke monsters.
Interesting.
For her, it acts like the pipe of cleansing.
Uh-huh.
So Fro uses it to give enemies, I guess, a good send-off. After they're dead, not before they're dead. So she wouldn't use it in the middle of battle and do that. It's a post-battle giving your opponents a proper burial kind of thing.
Makes sense.
As one of Romulus's tenets. Everyone deserves a proper burial.
Fair.
All right.
Is Terry there? Terry got there, right?
Terry's
anyone
there.
messing with her? Okay,
Terry's
good. Is
just
anyone messing
laying
with her?
down.
Okay, she's doing okay. None of the kobolds are trying to poke her with spears or anything.
No. That because the Grand Master is like sitting on Terry's head.
Ah, yeah, that would do it. So they're not gonna.
Okay.
mess with her.
Jenny, I'm seeing you need to plug in your phone. I've got a red battery alert coming through VDO for you.
It's plugged. One sec.
There it goes.
I don't know why it was
Handy.
plugged in.
It went from a yellow box around your phone to a red box. So I'm not sure why.
Interesting.
That's cool
So-
technology.
Fancy technologies, isn't it? Yeah. Well, this is going on.
One sec, I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
We've lost our GM. Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay. I'm just kind of scratching under Terry's chin, making sure she's not like traumatized by the battle. You know, she's our little Tarask. Our Tarask, for those of you who don't know, Terry is our Tarask, and now is our mount, and she's a badass, and she's a good girl, and she loves us, and she isn't a destructive monster. She likes us.
Yorick, she ripped 20 men into bloody shreds. I don't think she's going
Yes.
to be traumatized by seeing a few lizards die.
I know, but
Right.
She
just
also
wanna make
killed
sure,
a number of
that she's
herself before
okay.
we managed to reach them. If memory
Yeah.
serves. She did. We took the last of the group. There were several more lizard folk who were there originally that she took care of. before we ever
Yeah,
got
I know. I
we
just
got
want to make
here.
sure she's doing okay post battle. That none of the lizardmen got her. Terry didn't get hurt, right? No one got Terry with any of their spells.
Certainly not that we saw.
I'm not
Okay.
getting Jenny back video wise onto the
I-
show.
Oh, because I can see her fine.
Yes, you can.
I cannot.
She's in video, but it's not carrying
Well, I
over
mean,
to OBS.
now I can't.
There we go. Now we've got her up again.
Oh, I can't see her. That's okay. All right, so
All right, we're back and all set.
I got my dice to stack in the pile. Now I don't.
One sec.
I've been stacking the dice just because dice stack. Okay. So, Terry, Lizard Folk Burial. Fro had the pipe of giving people proper burials, and the Grandmaster has vouched for us, so the kobolds don't want to kill us. And I still can't see Jenny, but I'm going to trust that I'll be able to hear her, hopefully. And yeah.
Can you hear Jenny?
No. Do
Okay.
you need me to refresh on my end, or yes, I can?
Yeah, Jenny, if you're kind of frozen on our side.
Tacky shoes.
So, yep.
Okay.
More of the same for us here.
Yeah.
Yolna, are you still in bear form?
Yeah, I think because I only got 2 wild shapes a day, so I figure whenever Yolna goes into an animal shape, she usually stays that way for about. I mean, it's a 2-hour duration currently, so.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so we just have a bear. Cool. Cool. I can actually hear you this
Okay.
time. So,
And you can hear us then, Yolna, as well, telepathically during this time, correct?
I mean, I don't think I can hear your thoughts, but if you talk, then yes, I can hear you
Okay.
speak.
Sure. Oh, okay, but not telepathic. I can't think at you.
Yeah, I can broadcast thoughts. I can't pick them up.
Gotcha. Okay.
so you speak thought, we speak loud. You hear, we hear. It works.
Am I back up?
Yeah.
You are back up.
We can hear you anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's honestly just a
Excellent.
workaround for the whole animals can't talk thing.
Yeah, I
Figures.
couldn't remember exactly how it worked. I knew that was the purpose of it.
Okay. So where were we?
The kobolds like us now. Terry's
We're
fine.
post battle, kind of cleaned up.
Yes.
Gully.
Frow's
Oh, we're doing the post op. Okay. So after doing that, she flies over to the girl, the female cobalt, winged cobalt, that pulled a little girl running and hugging her grandpa kind of thing,
Yeah.
because that's literally what she did.
Okay.
Ran
Oh,
after
yeah.
her grandfather and like glomped his ass.
Wait a second. That means he has math time. Okay. I mean, it might be a grandniece. It's fine, but
Huh?
math-wise, if she has a granddaughter, that means he had kids, unless it's like an adoptive thing or a cousins or he's younger or whatever.
He's really old.
I know that, but that means he had kids at one point. If
Yeah,
he
he
has
did. He did.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Which
like
we didn't know before.
one thing I forgot to
we-
mention earlier was that she, like, when she's squealing, when she sees him, she squeals, yells grandfather, and just books it to him
Okay.
and glomps him.
So she calls him grandfather, which
Yeah,
in
she
York's-
calls him grandfather. Yeah.
All right, which now the brains in York's head are turning like, wait, grandfather, trying to do math, but York is also
Yeah, so she's pretty much a princess of the kobolds.
interesting. That's
Because
he has
if he is the
he's
son
the
of the Cobalt King,
then she's the Silhouette King's great granddaughter, which means that she's in the royal line.
yeah, she's technically a princess of the kobolds.
That is probably like a secondary princess, though, because if he was crown prince, he wouldn't be off doing the assassin thing. Which means, of course, York can't think this all the way through, but as Lee, I can. Okay, not important right now,
Anyway.
but important later.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Well,
Okay.
if you think about it, technically, if a dragon is running the show, technically, he could be crown prince.
Right. True.
He's got so long to wait that it's like
Yeah, that he should
He
go
can
off
go
and
do his
become
own
head of the
shit.
Assassin's Guild or a third head of the Assassin's Guild. Like they have the 3 main.
yeah, he's
Right.
a grandmaster and his 2 lieutenants.
Yeah.
The centaur and the naga are lieutenants.
Okay. So it's one then. All right. Good to know.
Yeah, they're the top 3 brass. They're the top alter than the top brass, but he's the top most.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So yeah.
Yeah, so his granddaughter is pretty much just like snuggling up to Terry.
I mean, Terry's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you guys know what Terry looks like.
Yeah.
It's a lion turtle, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's still a Tarrasque. I'm not going anywhere near the mouth.
Wrong kind of Tarask, but still Tarask.
Very good. But she's a sweetheart, and she doesn't mean badly.
Yeah,
She is.
she's not a male Tarask.
Even still, she,
Yeah, they're the aggressive ones that are world enders.
I mean,
Either
listen,
way,
she's okay. So we're just gonna.
But so that's sidetrack. But yeah. So Fro flies over to the female Cobalt and just kind of like lands behind her and taps her with a wing. The Cobalt turns around, sees Fro, and scoops Fro up and just gives her a biggest hug. Fro, it's been so long. And he's like, so it's pretty much just like it's like seeing an old friend kind of thing after forever. And the Cobalt just starts babbling on and on and on. Sorknir, roll a history.
$12.
Yeah, you know her. It was a 10.
Okay.
Sorknir
You at least
looks
know
for
of you.
squints.
I'm not sure if you've met her, but you know, at least know of her through Fro. You might have met her, you might not. It all depends on travels and all that. Like if you guys have ever left the city and come this way.
I don't think Sorknir has been out this way because he hasn't been out to the desert. He hadn't been out to the desert before.
That's true.
Well, there is another path. That's just the most direct path.
Good to know.
Ah, okay.
You guys could have gone around the desert.
But it would have taken much longer.
It would have taken quite a bit longer. And this was an urgent matter.
Yeah. We need to save the princess.
Yeah.
The gods always demand quick action.
And so when the Cobalt hears that, she turns around and is like, well, not turns around, but turns to you, Sarkner, and is like, Fro, is this that dwarf friend of yours? And Fro just kind of does like a bird bob where it's kind of like it's a bird nod where it kind of like where it kind of looks like they're tucking their head into their shoulders.
Yes.
Sorknir approaches the two of them, untucks his beard, which had been under the shirt for battle, and makes a formal bow. Oh, princess, I am Prince Sorknir of the Dwarf clans.
Right.
She gives a okay, so I didn't describe how she was dressed. She is wearing rather well-fitted armor. Leather armor. And by well-fitted I mean tight.
Okay.
Yeah. Gina.
But it does give proper protection. It's not like bikini armor.
That's fair. Yeah, leather you can kind of get away with sculpting without doing the thing where your sternum gets crushed as soon as you take a blow to the chest. That only is for hard stuff like metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sculpted is more for leather armor is more just like it absorbs the blow.
Yeah.
Much more than metal one. Yeah, so she kind of does she kind of has like one of those battle skirts on it. So she kind of does kind of like a mix of like a bow and a curtsy. Because it's got the skirt, so it's like she can do a curtsy, but she can't do like a full curtsy because it's a battle skirt.
No.
And she says, Well met, Sir Sorknir. May I ask, which of the two clans do you hail from?
You may ask. And Sarkir says it with such finality that he's making it clear that that's as far as he's going with that.
Fro literally just gives him a deadpan look and then just turns to the Cobalt, well, looks up at the Cobalt, and is like, citrine color. And her face just shock.
Wow.
You're a duel.
Sarkir looks slightly incensed over at Fro, and she understands exactly what this means and explaining it all. And indeed, and he gives a very proud smile despite the annoyance at being called out.
Well, if you are ever in need of our help, I am just a sending stone away.
Your offer shall be remembered by the mountain.
I take it that you are trying to reunite the Kingdom of the Mountain?
That is the calling of my name, as you already know.
Yes, but not all of your kind have. Not all duels have followed the path.
Indeed, I will be the first to succeed.
Yes. Building on the blocks of your predecessors, I take it. And she just then she turns to the others and she raises her right hand, a palm up, and the rune for courage in battle like flies up into the air along with the rune for celestial power. And a third, and then her left hand goes. She kind of does like a full circle, and then then uses her left, like with her left hand, and then palm up, and a third rune goes up, and it is the rune you guys saw on the guards at the league.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna kind of go.
They're kind of like fireworks. They're not small. They're rather large.
Yeah, I am watching this all happen. I'm gonna go past, give you like a pat on the head a little bit, and then come to Wraith and kind of bend down and be like, "Are we supposed to know what that means, Wraith? Are we supposed to know what that means? Is this a thing?"
Dear, you don't need to know what that means. You're just fine where you are at, okay?
Okay, it's not an important symbol, though, but I'm missing because I miss a lot of things, and I want to make sure it's not important.
Yeah,
No,
the
no.
third rune, like together, you guys don't understand what they were. You know what all three runes mean separately?
Okay, maybe.
Because like the celestial power rune is literally a rune that all deities use.
Okay, that's
Sorknir
fair.
relays the meaning of the runes to the group as they come out. He just stating them very literally, not with any extra back thought, since we don't.
No
have the other-
context between the triple meaning. I mean, the meaning of all three runes. Just it was in that order. Courage in battle, celestial's power, and then the rune you guys saw back in the league. You don't say what the name of the rune is because that is still a secret. The reason behind that rune is still a secret. So,
Right, but it's not connected to the. Was that the same rune that the other? What is that?
Don't hurt yourself thinking about it. I know it's a struggle.
It's something important, though, right?
It is fair
maybe,
to assume
maybe
all
not.
of this
You
is
know.
connected, my friend.
Yes, exactly. So I
in the
should-
direction. Oh, also in the direction she was facing is what you can see from here is a town down in on the other side of the hill.
oh, well, that's good to know.
So in the direction she was facing when she sent up the runes
Okay.
from the city.
Likely means she's safe and coming home. You know, they had victory. Something like that
Oh.
is what the combo would mean.
Oh.
Anyway, I mean, she's the equivalent of a Marchioness anyway. I don't know what term they use, so I'm not worried about it.
Oh, right. There's another. Okay. I think
So York is just kind of just doing the mental math.
yeah, York is just trying to piece together or something, kind of maybe. It means something.
He's trying to do his mental gymnastics for the day, kind of thing.
He's trying to make sure it's not something really important that he really should know and doesn't, or if it's just
Yeah. So back from so the return. So like a series of runes pop up from the kind of go up like fireworks, just like hers, from the city, and they depict a dragon in flight, the third the symbol from the league, and then the symbol of a tower.
And shortly thereafter, we hear a.
No, it's completely silent. It's more just like. But that would be funny. That would be funny.
Oh.
And then so Fro just looks at her friend and is like, Ash, did you have to do that? and is just looking at the now named Ash. And she's just Ash has the biggest shit-eating grin.
Okay.
And he's kind of looking mischievous at the same time.
Oh, children.
And then she says, well, as you can tell, Fro, we must be off. And then she just carries Fro back over to Terry and then just flutters up next to her grandfather and puts Terry down between them.
Right.
And then Fro just turns to everyone else and just kind of waves a wing when Terry stands up.
Right.
Come on, guys.
Right. Time to do this. Okay. We have everyone. We got Iona, the bear. Terry can carry a bear, right?
I mean, it's okay. Bears can hit 35 miles an hour. I don't need a ride.
So the carriage has now showed up.
Oh, hey. That's exciting.
It rolls itself up the hill.
Okay.
Technically being pulled by the axe beaks, but not pulled at the same time.
Yeah, all right, fair.
It's like
And
pulled,
the
not
little-
pulled kind of thing. It's like
Yeah.
kind of like a help up the hill kind of thing.
Yeah, and the little ice elemental shoulder still kicking around.
Oh yeah. The Emirian is still on your shoulder.
Marion, good.
Or it has returned to your shoulder, I should say.
Cool. All right. Good. And unhurt.
Yeah, so the carriage is kind of pulls itself over to Terry, kind of hooks itself up, and then Fro looks to the carriage and says, pull cart, please. Dead. Transport. And Fro just kind of points over at the pile of kobolds, and the ramp that Terry came out of. Well, the same kind of thing happens with how the axe beaks and the wolf went inside earlier, so that the wall kind of drops and out comes a an open top cart. No, back cart, an open back cart pulled by the wolf, and the wolf pulls over next to one of the axe beaks. The axe beak leash transfers over to the cart, and then the axe beak leads it over to the pile of bodies, and then
Yeah.
the cart kind of just like scoops up the bodies and just puts them on itself.
Yeah. York will come over and kind of supervise and help, like load, just to make sure
that the bodies are on there, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Makes
like
sense. Yeah.
The cart's going now. Okay, we need help with the loading. Just
So the cart kind of just like it was kind of just like a flat platform when it came over, and then when it went over to the pile of the stack of bodies. But then once all the bodies are on it, it kind of forms like 4 walls, so an open top box.
So they don't fall out. Okay.
Yeah. And then Terry, Fro just says, Terry can move, and Terry just starts trottling down the hill towards the city.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I guess I'm going with the cart because I got off. So we all go, and
yeah, you pretty much pull guard duty for the cart.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Just putting
you pretty much pull honor guard is what it is.
Honor guard with the wolf and the bodies. Okay, I'm honor guard for the kobolds. That works. Okay.
I think Bjorn is just going to broadcast a general, like, if there's a river nearby, that would be fantastic. I don't know if I should enter town looking like this, because they've just been snout deep in, like, lizard bodies.
I think once when Zorknir smashed that guy right off, Yona got a face full of blood. Or snout full of blood, rather.
Oh, certainly. That whole scene was just underscored by horrible crunches and squelching.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Ice melts, right?
Yes.
And it's hot out, right?
Sort of.
And hot enough to melt ice.
But Jotuns also have the ability to melt ice.
Perfect. So we have an ice elemental who can kind of ice Jonas' snout up, and then we just kind of let it melt, and then it'll wash the head off.
Yeah, Emirians literally have the ability to freeze and unfreeze water.
Yeah, so we freeze all the water in the air, and then it'll form into like an ice sheet, and then that'll melt into liquid water. That'll do the rinsing, and then
Yeah, the Emirian pretty much
have
just
a way to
makes a couple rain
dispense
clouds
this ice in
above
the air,
those covered
because
in
it
blood.
sounds like you're just dropping an ice block on my head.
Yes, you have.
Oh no, they can actually do all of the forms of the water cycle.
Oh, cool.
So they may pretty much create little tiny rain clouds over those covered in blood.
Yeah. So I'll have our shoulder friend do. Who needs
that?
Yeah,
create mini rain clouds, like right over the people that are
exactly.
So like the trope of the rain cloud over the drink-pressed people kind of thing.
Yes, it's a cleanly cleaning claim. Yeah, so you get rain clouds. As soon as you say that, I'll be like, hang on a sec. Friend can do that. Then Yona can have bath.
Yeah, so those covered in blood now have mini rain clouds.
Yeah, see? I can't get you a river, but I can do that.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, so you guys get cleaned up by the moving rain clouds made by the Emirian, and you guys eventually make it to the city. By that time, all those that got drenched by the rain cloud, the gentle downpour of the clouds, have dried in the midday heat, all that.
All
Because
right.
by now it's the middle of the day. You guys finally reach the outskirts of the city, which is kind of like guys kind of reached a suburb of the city, kind of like a town village, which is outside the wall.
Okay.
So it's like the castle town, there's the town, and then there's the castle, and then there's the inside, like the area inside the castle, and then there's the main castle kind of thing.
So the outer town, usually, if it's a walled city, is kind of the newer, often the poorer district, kind of like not necessarily slums, but it's kind of outskirts of tend to be in older towns tend to be the poorer, slummier districts who can't afford to live inside the walls. Is that this the case here, or is it more just?
But it's also the travelers district too.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that's where a lot of the things like the Adventurers Guild, the local office for the Mercenaries Guild.
Oh, it is big enough to have these things.
Well, it is a capital.
Ah, okay. This is
It
a
is
bigger
the
city than I
it is the
thought it was.
Cobalt Nation's capital. So
Oh, this is a bigger city than I thought. Okay. All right.
yeah, this is kind of like as I said, Castletown.
Castletown, yeah, but
Yeah,
smaller
there's
castles do
the stuff outside the castle
exist.
town.
Yeah.
Like the castle walls, and then inside
Right,
the
and then
castle
the
walls is
town
things
on
like
the exterior, and then usually another wall, and then the outer town, right? Depending on how big it is.
yeah. So pretty much it goes like the farms,
Mm-hmm.
then kind of like a little I'm trying to think of their word. There's like a bridge over a little, not river, but not quite a river, not quite a stream, kind of like in the middle.
Okay.
So it's not like tiny like a stream, but it's not like a mile wide river kind of thing.
Right, and that's a naturally occurring thing. It's not a moat.
No, it's not a moat. It's just
Okay.
it just
A river
goes,
happens to
and
go
then
past.
then this is where so there's the farming area, which
Right.
is also where a lot of the really poor people live, like on the very outskirts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's where you'll find most of the beggars and stuff like that if you're not by the temple in the city.
Right.
Because then you will have beggars outside the temple, like begging for coins.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff, but
Yeah, absolutely.
that's where they live is out by in the farm district, and then you
All
have
right.
the district right outside the wall, which is what you're going to be passing through now, which is where a lot of the inns for adventurers are.
Mm-hmm.
The guilds for adventurers, mercenaries, hunters.
Okay.
The Druids Enclave actually has a kind of like a small little office here.
Hmm.
The local Druid Enclave. So like a Hierophant's assistant works there, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah. Makes sense.
so pretty much like people that live in the cities would go there, and then they send out the reports for the requests for druids and stuff.
Yeah. And you said this is the capital, right?
Yeah, this is the Cobalt Nation capital.
Okay, good to know.
And then there's the wall, and then inside the wall is where the blacksmiths, the more high-end stores like the armorsmiths, blacksmiths, armorsmiths, weaponsmiths, the artificers guild. The more high-end equipment stuff would be inside the wall.
Yeah.
Like a farrier would be outside the wall in that middle district, and then inside the wall is
right.
Like where adventurers would go to buy their equipment.
Right.
Would be inside the wall.
Right.
So as you guys are approaching the gate, a medium-sized owlin.
Oh.
That looks more humanoid walks through the main gate.
Okay.
With a bunch of Cobalt soldiers around them.
All right.
That have the royal seal of the nation on their armor.
Okay.
So these are literally castle guards.
Right.
Kind of walking cordon around this medium-sized owlin.
Okay. And owlins are usually small-sized, right? Like Fro?
They can be small or medium.
Right. And would we, as people who live in this world, know that? Or
yes,
are they... Okay.
But,
So
the medium-sized owlins are uncommon. Extremely uncommon.
All right. Good to know.
Especially this variety of medium-sized owlin, because it's more humanoid owlin.
Okay.
Kind of like what Fro looked like when they're when all that stuff at the league happened,
Right, the growth spurt fro. Okay, gotcha.
but not quite as tall and also not as much. Yeah, this is a
Okay,
male owl.
Got it. Okay, male owl fro growth spurt ish, but not quite. Okay, all right,
Yeah, not like the 7 foot tall
gotcha.
fro.
Gotcha.
This is more like 5'5", 5'6" kind of thing.
So short for a human, but not that short. Okay,
Like
gotcha.
this is giant for an owlin kind of thing.
Right, gotcha. Okay,
It also denotes them as very old.
all right.
Similar to how dragons have multiple life stages.
All right. So like middle-aged for an owlin would be this big.
No, this is ancient.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
As in could be from as early as the Dark Times.
Oh, so not like a couple hundred years old ancient, like ancient.
Couple thousand. Like it could be as early. I mean, could be as old as
Okay.
coming from sometime in the Dark
So
Times.
at least a couple hundred years old, if not older.
Yeah.
Okay. That we can work with that.
Yeah,
All right.
that was, I think the Dark Times was between the first and second age.
Yeah, so that's long ago.
That was a couple thousand, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
So we'll see how this goes.
It's kind of like how with elves you can't tell how old they are just by looking at their face.
Right, yeah, it's sort of like that, where once you hit a couple hundred, you're ancient, and then it just
You don't really change.
right. So old man, but like how old is up to okay. And owlins we
Yeah.
know live that long. It's a known fact that owlins can live thousands of years.
Yeah,
It's
it's
widely known.
extremely rare.
Rare, but widely known as a thing. Okay.
Yeah, it is known, but it's one of those things. It's like there's very few of them.
Right. So we never actually would have seen one, but you hear about it and you're like, oh, okay, so this is what owlins look like when they
Yeah,
get that
this
old.
one
Okay.
this one just passed away at like 3,000 years old or whatever.
Yeah, like kind of thing. Okay. Gotcha. So
They can die of natural causes, but it's
they
normally
all
owlins tend to be warriors or sneak thieves or
and
stuff
die
like that
young.
because
Yeah.
they die when they just reach like just barely reach medium
Okay.
kind of thing.
Cool. Gotcha. All right. So big owlin, we got castle guards, we got all right. I'm gonna kind of
But yeah, right about now is when some more town guards stop Terry and kind of have her pull over to this humongous stable
they have a stable that fits
on the
Terry?
side of the road. It's right outside the wall of the gate to the inner city.
Okay. I'm going to kind of approach one of the guards, and we have some of your soldiers didn't make it. I have them here. If we brought the bodies back for a burial.
Does anybody speak Draconic?
Good question.
Not on this
No.
end.
No.
If it's very
Okay,
clear it's a barrier,
none of you understand what they say because this is not a kobold. This is a dragon noob.
and if it becomes clear that there's no language barrier, I'm gonna kind of motion for the wolf to kind of sit, and so we can kind of take the and bring up one of the bodies and kind of kneel with this body kind of just kind of like we brought you your like this is a gesture of respect. Because we can't.
Just stop, child. Okay. Now, I'm gonna turn, and Rafe's going to turn to the princess and go, Okay, dear, this is where you're going to have to help out because none of us speak any of the languages we just heard. So, unless somebody can reply in a language we can speak, you're stuck translating. And this is a royal duty, and yes, I do know those duties. So, please start.
Fro literally just stands up on Terry's head and kind of walks down onto Terry's snout and just replies in Draconic.
That'll work.
And it seems more fluid than her normal tongue.
So she's better at Draconic.
You know how she speaks kind of clipped?
Yeah, her common's not great. Not a first language.
Yeah.
We've learned to understand it anyway, but yeah. So she sounds.
She gets the point across in common, but
yeah, it's not her first language. It's one of those things. But apparently, she speaks this language better.
she speaks quite a few languages.
Yeah,
I didn't even know she spoke. I didn't even remember she spoke Draconic until I looked.
That's fair. So
I was hoping one of you guys knew it because I didn't know. I didn't know I knew it.
yeah, but
And I'm like, wait, I wonder if I do. Yeah.
there we go. I mean, yeah, the princess
Yeah,
to translate had to, but yeah.
Yeah. So, Fro turns to York and says, "Leave here. They take."
Okay. All right. I'll unhitch
Burial.
Right, burial, of course. I'll kind of unhitch the wolf, and kind of get him back into the carriage, and they can have the part with the bodies. You know, I know the
Yeah.
cart probably could like do it itself, but just as a gesture of we do things, I'm gonna do that and kind of leave the bodies. for
Yeah,
them
as you grab the first body out of the, because there is quite a few bodies in there. There's probably like 30 bodies. As you grab the first one, the walls kind of retract back into the cart, and it lowers to the ground more.
Right.
It doesn't quite lose its wheels. It just more kind of makes it easier to unload,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Right, sentient carts can do that, and I'll just kind of lay the body back down and unhitch the wolf and kind of leave them to do what they will with their dead.
Well, pretty much, it's kind of got like one of those adjusting suspensions kind of things, like
Yeah, I got
an
you.
air ride suspension. So like it
Yeah,
lowers
just
to the
lower it
ground
down.
when it needs to,
Yeah,
when it's being loaded and unloaded, kind of thing.
right. So it lowers down. I get the wolf. I get the wolf and leave them with the bodies to do what they will.
Yeah,
And-
the town guards, the town guard, the Dragon Newt town guard that Fro talked to, kind of turns around, yells into what looks like a guardhouse at the gate, and 4 more Dragon Newts come running out and just surround the cart and just at 4 points at the 4 corners
All right.
and face out.
Yep. I'll leave them there on our guard and kind of go back with the others.
Yeah, so the cart detaches itself from Terry,
Mhm.
and Terry goes to stand up, but the first Dragonu town guard just barks out something in Draconic, and Fro turns to Terry and says, "No, stay." Terry kind of looks a little sad, but lays back down.
I'll give Carrie a little kiss on the snout and say, "Well, here, take him." I'll kind of shoo the wolf over to lie next to Terry and be like, "Just, we're fine. We'll be fine."
Yeah, Terry
Yeah.
just kind of like turns her head to the wolf and just kind of like licks it, and then
Yeah.
kind of does this with their front paws and just like lays their head on them.
Yeah. Okay. Good job. Good girl. Okay.
So like kind of like resting, like their front paws are on the ground and like they just rest their head on them.
Yeah. And we got wolf. We got Terry. Okay. They stay here. We go in. Okay.
So Fro, now having kind of alighted off of Terry's face onto the ground, meets back up with the Grandmaster and Ash, who then walk over towards the cordoned off person, or the person with the walking cordon of royal guards, and they kind of take it. They don't bow, but they take a knee.
I think I should take a knee as well. I don't know what the others are going to do, but if they're going to take a knee, I'm going to take a knee because it's royal respect.
And all the other kobolds take a knee too. Just
Yeah.
the kobolds. There are other races here. They look, see what's going on, and they just go back to their business.
All right. Well,
But any
I-
kobold that sees this takes a knee.
and I will as well because this is. It's better to be over respectful than under respectful. On this
Makes sense.
case. You're, just you bow, I bow. We do this. That's it.
Fro does something that you guys are probably going to think is stupid. Fro flies over the cordon. And just float, like flies right in front of their face. Well, not right in front, but like probably about 3 feet in front of their face.
I'm gonna kind of look at Rafe and Sorknir and be like,
Sorknir had given a very low bow when the kneeling was happening, so he didn't see Fro until he had started looking up and seeing all of this basically already like happened. He just looks over at Yorick and sees you gesturing at him. And he just sighs and shrugs in frustration.
Yeah, he sighs and just does one of those long-suffering, not like shakes of their head kind of thing and sighs.
Looks with Yorick over at Rafe, hoping for something out of the third of us. Look out of the third of us now.
Rafe is not moved. She's standing a little behind everybody, never bowed, nothing. Watch this happen. And even though she should be very much nervous around the bear that Iolna still is, she's leaning against Iolna in this very exasperated, relaxed way, like,
Rafe, do an insight check. Oh, wait, no, do a history check first.
history check. Okay, and Iolna is still a bear at this point, yes?
Yeah, Iolna's still a bear.
Okay. All right. Wait, unless it's
The
been
history
more
check
than,
will dictate if you need to do an insight.
History is a 23.
Okay, roll an insight.
That's a 15.
Yeah, but that 23, that 15 definitely passes. You know who it is that Fro has flown up to? It is the person you guys have come to see.
right.
And you also know that this is one of the firstborns of the primes.
Oh.
Specifically, the metallic prime.
Huh.
Oh no, not the metallic prime. The Wait, is silver metallic or chromatic?
Silver is metallic.
Silver is metallic.
Yeah.
Okay. But one of the things that that firstborns and primes do not share with their descendants is that they do not follow their descendants' alignment thing. So yeah, they are. So this is the primes for the metallic primes firstborn,
Okay.
a silver dragon.
Okay.
And you know what? If Fro gets herself eaten, Rafe is not overly concerned at this point in time because Fro seems to be just ridiculous about safety. So, you know what? It's fine.
And also happens to know quite a few really powerful people.
Yeah, I feel like
no big deal.
She'll
Yeah,
be fine. It's one more deity conversation for her.
It's just another day at the office kind of shit.
You're just-
Sorkin actually relaxes once Rafe explains who it is that Fro ran up to. She's like, now this is an expected conversation.
Yeah, I mean, she's like, it's just the firstborn of the silver primordial. It's fine.
No, it's not the firstborn of the silver primordial. It's the metallic
Oh,
primordial's firstborn.
it's the firstborn of the metallic It's the firstborn of the metallic primordial. It's fine.
okay. York, I don't know if York knows who that is, but it's enough to like. This is someone very important. They're not worried. Fro does things like this. We probably should be worried.
Yeah, it's King Igneous.
Good to know. Okay.
Yeah. Rafe will hop up, small bow, and in Ignan say, "How can we were told to come visit? How can we help?"
Ignan?
Ignan, one of the primordial languages.
Oh yeah,
The dragons should speak at least one of them.
Ignan is the fire one, right?
primordial.
Fire, yeah. I would know which one the dragon speaks.
Yeah, let's just say you spoke in the language that this one would understand.
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
It can speak all four of them, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you speak primordial. That's
Yeah.
That's just
More
the
of
extent of it. You
an
just speak primordial.
accent thing, I think. It's like speaking Australian or British or American accent, where like it's mostly the same language, but you can tell which one it is, and you're like, all right.
Yeah, you can tell if they're from the UK, from Britain. I mean, you can tell if they're from the UK, America, or Australia.
Yeah, you can tell them.
You start
Think
off
about it.
Rafe, and then you dial it into their dialect afterwards.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's just able to switch into a whole new accent, and it's just soft and sweet and has no problems with you whatsoever.
You go Irish. Nice.
Ah,
It's clear,
that's
no
not the
problem.
only one you can do.
Oh, Scottish.
So
Oh,
yeah,
Alright.
she'll just do it all in whatever accent she needs to.
Yeah. So we'll just say she's spoken primordial. And Igneous responds in common, actually.
cool.
Follower of the dawn. It is good to see one of you among them.
You don't refuse you just can't refuse a god, It's a little hard.
Yes. And I also see that our esteemed friend is here. Of course, I knew that already from my great-granddaughter. But it is always nice to see Fro. And you too, Sorknir! I see you back there. You don't have to bow.
He had finished bowing by this point.
No, he had noticed you before, but he's just kind of like drawing his attention that he saw you bow. And he knows that you shouldn't have to bow, kind of thing.
When formal introduction is given, formal response is required.
I understand, my man. Sorknir, might I ask, how many of them know of Fro's uniqueness?
I believe about to be all of them. Secret had been kept. He begins walking forward at this point of like, well, I guess all pretenses are being dropped, so he just begins casually walking forward for the conversation.
It will stay that way for the time being.
Not much longer, I imagine.
For the time, it is not needed.
I mean,
Very well.
none of us are.
There's even more
York will
than
kind of-
mumbling.
Yorick will kind of look up. None of us are that stupid. We've noticed that Fro is. We've noticed that Fro is.
You guys know that Fro is weird.
Yeah, we've noticed that Fro is the chosen of Romulus, and I.
There is something weird about her.
Yeah, we've noticed that Fro is unique, but we won't let it. We're not gonna. It's not gonna be a thing. We know that. Your Majesty, is that the proper title?
I mean, we've all seen that Fro becomes a different person upon being disenchanted, so it's not like we might not know who that person is, but it's very clear.
Yeah, Fro's the chosen of Romulus. It's kind of obvious at this point. At the very least, that which marks her out as.
I take it you guys are saying this stuff in character.
Yes, Yorick's kind of
Okay.
like.
Yeah. So Ignis.
For his part, Storkir is literally pointing at both of them like this.
And, Ignis,
Yes, Yolna is still a bear.
Ignatius,
That's the
like,
first thing
what
she
was it? It
said.
was,
So.
Okay, Atheist, I think you said his name was
King Igneous.
King Igneous.
Igneous.
Igneous. Yeah, I couldn't remember. King. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was Igneous or Ignatius.
Igneous.
Yeah. So Igneous just turns to just put their arm out for Fro, just kind of like in like a falconry pose, like out to the side, and and she lands on it, and he just moves his arm in front of his face, just so she doesn't have to keep flying, and just like really, Froverax, they have seen your increased height. What happened?
That was not.
And Fro literally just points to the Grandmaster and says, his domain.
Kind of look. Was the height thing a thing? Other than a thing? So is that a Fro thing or? I mean, Fro's Fro, but was that like? No.
It is all
Okay.
Fro.
Well, I've gathered that much. I think that Fro is just. Your Majesty. George just kind of looks up. Your Majesty, don't hold that against Fro. Please.
Yeah, literally the second that Fro points to the Grandmaster, the Grandmaster kind of just like sweat drops or I'm not sure if sweat drops the right one.
Swingle bead of sweat appears, kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
he just like, oh fuck, kind of
Very
shit.
sheepish.
He gets this like, oh fuck look, and then just like he just starts sweating. Ash turns to him with like a murderous glare, and Ignatius is just like giving him like this disapproving look of a father's disapproving look. Like with Fro still on his arm, he just kind of goes like this. So kind of like the crossed arms, but he's still holding Fro, kind of thing.
Should I not have? I'm gonna turn to Sark. Should I not have said that? Did we say too much?
You're fine, dear.
No, I think you very much should have said that. That was
You're
perfect.
fine. Nothing to worry about at all.
Igneous just like gives the disapproving look and is like, my son, I thought I told you to remove that. And he just looks to his father and is like, Father, I did. That was residual from when it was still around. You know, there's even things I cannot remove.
Wait, Fro grew because of something that was there in the realm that.
I'd just like to roll an insight check real quick and see if he's just trying to cover himself.
Go for it. Everyone roll insight to see if he's
That
talking
only
with
comes
you.
to a 14, though.
That's actually really good. That's a 15.
Sarkir doesn't roll as he's in on it.
Yeah.
That's a 15. I don't know if
Oh, Fro knows. Fro knows. Fro got a 22.
So did Wraith.
Well, no, it's not. No, Sorgnia wouldn't know. So Sorgnia
Nope.
actually has to roll an insight. Because
Sorgnia doesn't
you guys
know.
are trying to figure out if the Grandmaster is pulling a bullshit, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorgnia wouldn't know that.
True.
If he
Seven.
was or wasn't. Unless. What'd you get?
7.
Oh wait, roll with advantage because you actually know all this about this kind of shit, but
9.
oh, fuck. You
Finally,
really
some low
rolled
rolls
bad.
from me today.
Okay, yeah. Even though Sorgnia was the one that would most likely know the right answer to this, he still fails. What did everybody else get?
15.
14.
22.
Yeah. Rafe,
Okay,
Rafe-
everybody but Sorgnia knows that the Grandmaster is not bullshitting.
Sorgnia assumed
That this is something
I was
more
bad.
ancient than the Order. Or the League.
So you tried to. So
What he removed is what he was able to.
I mean,
It's
I'm
pretty much
guessing
what you
you're-
guys all figure out. It's like he did what he just said he did, but there are some things that even he can't do.
right, which is just more confusing for Yorick. Like, okay, so he's telling the truth, but also it was because of Fro. But wait, Fro because of that. Yorick's like 3 steps behind, but actually he's like, okay, trying to piece this together. Of well, he's not lying. He did remove whatever it was, but whatever it was caused Fro to go. But then what? Fro, but what? Okay, yeah, Yorick's 3 steps behind, trying to figure out this, and is just. Should I even have brought it up? Yeah.
Shall we head into the castle or, a fort somewhere to have a conversation? Or do you wish to stay outside?
Igneous looks to Fro and Sorknir and says, I need to speak with you both real quick. And then we can head inside.
Very well.
Should we just go over there or something while you?
Igneous motions to the right for Sorknir to join him.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You
go-
wait. The rest of you wait here. We will be back in about a moment.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna kind of get off the knee and go stand on the other side of Yona. Just. Okay. Okay.
Follower of the Dawn. What is your name?
I
He says
am-
this before he walks off.
I am the Marquioness Wraith LeBeau.
Machias Lebeau. Would you join us?
Okay.
Sure.
She joins them. It's fine.
Yeah.
Rafe, Sorknir, and Fro are all walk off to the side with Igneous, and
York is just kind of standing. He's gonna put his hand and kind of start clinging to Yona's scruff if she's not gonna stop him. Just nervously.
No,
Okay,
not at
just
all.
think-
yeah. So once they get a reasonable distance away, Igneous just kind of does a slight stomp with one of his feet, and a dome of ice pops up from the ground and over them.
Ice. Huh.
Silver Dragon.
Okay.
Ice.
Right. Ice is his thing too. Okay.
And he is an ancient dragon and also firstborn of the prime, of the metallic prime. So
Yeah.
Of course he would have some rather unique powers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just didn't realize his ice powers and yeah. Okay. Tracks.
Yeah, that's not something that most dragons can do, kind of thing. It's more because he's
He
the
can.
firstborn of a prime.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was kind of like the prototype for the prime's kids, kind of thing.
Fair.
Because the Primes created their type of dragon, so they were created by someone else. So they needed to learn what needed to go into their
Right.
descendants.
Right. So he's the that makes sense.
He's the prototype.
I
So
forgot
yeah, he
Silver
does have a
Dragons
lot
were
of
ice.
unique powers.
Yeah, I just forgot Silver Dragons were ice vibes. I forgot what.
Okay, yeah. So once the dome is up, he kind of like motions for Fro to flutter onto the ground and says, "Fro, you and Miss Marquise LeBeau both have things you need to let the other know."
Sorkir looks
Which of you would like
confusingly
to go
at
first? And Fro kind of raises her wing and is like, "I'll go." And she kind of like does one of those like she kind of taps the emblem on the middle of her harness thing, and she reverts to her full height that she had, or the height she had when she was in the league dimension, the league's pocket dimension, and says, "I am the linchpin of the mortal coil. I am the owlet."
Okay. Rafe
That
has
is
got
something that
very
would be
little
very,
reaction going.
Yeah, Rafe, you're probably freaking out inside because that is a title that you would know does relate to your faction.
No.
Yeah. Okay. And I mean, you know that the Duchess is the leader, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my mother.
And Fro just gets gobsmacked. Wait, what's your mother's name again?
I never, I didn't put one up, but
Okay.
didn't write it up. But yeah,
Just give her a name. Just give her a name.
Yeah, she's Sharon.
And Fro gets this ginormous look of like, "Oh my fucking god, that is awesome!" And just starts rambling about little Sharon.
Yeah, Sharon the Duchess. It never uses her last name for a reason. It protects the rest of us. You know, I've got probably a dozen siblings, younger than me.
Yeah, and so literally Fro is freaking the F out because Fro was friends with your mom from when your mom was a kid. And Fro was already fully grown. Yeah, Fro was her babysitter.
That, the name sounded familiar, but I didn't know which, names were which.
Where it came from?
Yeah, it's like, how many Owlin use that name? I have no freaking clue.
It is quite a popular name. Or at least the prefix for Frova is.
Yeah, I mean.
Is rather common. The suffix rax is less common, but still used.
I mean, how many Owlins are named Fro? When she talks about her old babysitter Fro, like I would know that was you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if this should be history or insight. A memory from a childhood. That'd be history, right?
Could be
Either
either.
one.
Clean old intelligence check.
Probably history.
History.
Yeah, let's go with history. The history. That history.
19.
Okay, you get like when you see Fro properly, because you didn't technically properly see her the first time. There was kind of a bit of like a shimmer to her that,
Mhm.
well, not like a shimmer, but it was kind of like there was a little bit of like a haze over her, so you didn't properly see her because she didn't choose to revert.
Yeah.
But this time she chose to revert, so you can see her properly, and you get a also that seeing her properly, that mixed with her having said that she was your mom's babysitter brings back a memory from when you were just a wee little tyke of a lady owlin that looks exactly like Fro showing up one day and meeting you.
Hmm.
Probably, are you like the eldest or something? Like right after like your youngest sibling was born,
Okay.
or not your youngest, but like you're probably maybe like 14, 15.
Okay. So like 15,
So quite a ways back.
16 years ago.
Huh?
She's like 30. So yeah, it's been at least 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have a memory of like when you were like a teenager of someone that looks exactly like Fro showing up, growing to what Fro looks like now, giving your mom a hug, and them sitting down and having tea or something. And talking shop about the faction. But you didn't really understand at the time. Like at the time, you knew the basics of what your faction did, but you didn't really know the intricacies. So you didn't really understand what Fro and your mom were talking about at the time.
Yeah.
And by the time you did, you didn't remember this memory.
Yeah, I mean, it's been years and I've had lots of training since then.
Yeah, so you hadn't been started in your faction training, really. You had the basic history of the faction, but none of the training.
Okay.
And so, yeah, pretty much you guys have a prior connection that you guys met once when you were young. Let's put it like that. And then Igneous looks to Sorkner and says, "The item you left with me is doing well and is still in stasis."
Good.
It has shown no signs of activity in the years since.
Excellent.
Let's pray it never does.
Indeed.
And not 10 seconds later, there's a loud boom.
And that's where we're going to end it, with a giant explosion.
Yeah.
Because it is now 2 minutes to 6 Eastern, and that is the end of our session. So, yeah,
Explosions, always fun.
yeah, it's a great,
Yeah.
great time.
Yeah.
Totally expected. No problem whatsoever.
Yeah, loud explosion, end of session. Till next month.
Meanwhile, Yorick, I don't know if you've ever been a bear, but would you like me to list the top 5 worst smells in this city?
Sure. I mean, we're just hanging out. Sure. Oh, yeah. I was kind of like, okay, this is perfect for Yorick. He's
Yep. So, we will
All right.
have all kinds of fun adventures in 1 month. We'll be back for the first Saturday in August, which is the 5th. We will see you on August 5th for the continuation of this story. I will be back on the 8th, DMing our doing the game master work for Secrets of Small Gods as we finish up are almost at the very end of the intro the beginner box for Pathfinder Second Edition. And then Lee, I believe you're back on the 29th, or is
Yes.
it the 22nd?
The third Saturday.
Third
So
Saturday.
probably the 22nd. Yeah.
Third
With
Saturday is the 15th. 15th.
Oh, perfect. 15.
I brought up a calendar. I just don't remember when
One of
everybody's
those.
games are.
Right. Yeah, no, the 15th. Yeah, with Wonderland, which is they're heating up. One of their members has been kidnapped because of secondary events. But the faction was trying to do something crazy, so it makes sense given the there's a lot of factions, and they're all small petty factions, not big ones like these guys in Romulus. There's they do have schemes though, complications, if you will. So for now they're in Wonderland.
Isn't that the name of the game?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're getting complicated factions in Wonderland that there are trickle down effects for other parts of the realms. You'll see. But for now, they have to go to the court of the blue. No, the green shield. Yeah, they're the green swords, and the blue shields were the ones that. Okay, yep. They're going to the court of the green swords. Try to sort out.
And then please do come back. We're going to have the Light of Cinders is still playing on the fourth Saturday of every month, and we do have a side quest this month. We're going to make sure we have some people signed up for it for the 5th Saturday of July. You can catch Patch and myself on the YouTube channel as we are playing Vigilantes Union Local 13, our superhero game that also utilizes the Marvel Saga system from the 1990s, which you play cards instead of dice and stuff. It's actually a lot of fun. I've been enjoying the system, and we're finishing up recording our solo missions and solo episodes, and we'll start having some team ups here. The second, I guess maybe you could call it a second season of the series, will be starting in a few weeks as we're still broadcasting season 1. Episode 5 just aired. Episode 6 will be up on Thursdays. And our other game, the Concord, is on, as new episodes are releasing every Monday, and they're finishing up recording season 1 of that. And we're just released episode 6. Episode 7 drops in a couple of days.
That's cool.
Yeah, and also, anyone that is going to be at Kineticon this year in Hartford, Connecticut, can sign up for a one shot I am running in the 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. time slots on, I believe it is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They are one shots, so only one of those slots will be. So each slot will be a different iteration of that. And it is a different campaign. I am running something that I came up with myself. Another homebrew. I came up with a homebrew class for an NPC, all that. But it is the 3 to 7 p.m. time slot, and I'll be running that at Kineticon this year. Which is, if you're going to be there, try to sign up.
Cool.
It is called, I believe, Artifacts of Summoners.
Cool. Kineticon's actually, I don't know. It's kind of close to where I am.
It's a couple weeks from now.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's what we're all doing, and we hope to see you checking out our other stuff. Thanks. Have a good
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Take care of yourselves.